Previously on the Archship Octopod.
I order your arrest.
That's bullshit. Let's fight.
Hey, hold on.
Child.
Go around trying to clear your evidence first.
There's one more thing I should say.
I have planted bombs underneath all your seeds. Oh!
The deceased is deceased.
And now let's continue the Archon Quest.
Use E to perception. Ah, I see, just like in Danganronpa when you scan the area and look at the clues.
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Cause if we get this case wrong, Lyney's gonna die!
Look! This bit is made from different material! Why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes!
Yeah, record your truth bullets, we need them! We need them to shoot down the arguments our classmates are gonna appear with.
We were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Missing lady, the Halsey.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Someone tampered with it, yeah.
And I'll start it with that loud thud.
Yeah, the bang. A strange sound during the magic show.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here!
It's Navia with her hat man.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
No.
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
Alright, boss, yes, queen.
I'm Silver.
I like this guy. Silver! The hedgehog?
And I'm Melus.
And I'm Melus. So did you want to investigate as well? You want to join our cause? I'm not an attorney, but I am now.
That's right. I find Lyney an unlikely mastermind.
Me too! I don't trust Melus. He did it. He's behind everything. Not only is he old enough to be alive 20 years ago, he's old.
You two shall be my assistants.
But I'm an attorney!
If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
I'm Bor Ratnarok, attorney at law.
But
I
if
don't
someone
know
had
if
so
I
much
tried
as
to
even
leave.
a...
So nobody came to the door. Hey, attorney at law here. I'm here with my 3 friends.
Who's this?
Some lady I found.
Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Below the stage? Oh, we're going into the basement. Open it! Wait, does that mean there's another box inside this one?
Exactly.
So there was a passageway under the magic box!
And this passage linked the 2 boxes together.
And then Lyney explained how the boxes worked, and other details of the magic trick.
Magic trick, yeah, the box. The box. The box. Why is this vase broken? Truth bullet added, broken vase. Oh, I can fit that. Oh, is this a hook? Roadhog, was he here? Drop the hook rope. Roadhog's been down here, it was him!
These are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
No, it was blue! Oh my god, her glasses changed. Why didn't she get the swirls?
Someone doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Well, too bad. You put on the detective glasses. Young lady's class. It looks purple in here.
What is this place?
It looks like a vent. Tunnel vent.
Let's just sort out our findings together here.
On the floor.
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Oh, we're going to make snacks now, okay? Sorry, Lyney, I'm making snacks with my new friends. Good luck with your case.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes?
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two.
Yeah, she made some fancy croissants.
And then they discussed the possibility of there being a third person involved in the case.
I'm going to have another look around the area.
Alright. Possibility of third person being involved. Neither Colin nor Halsey had a motive, but after talking to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
I don't know who did it.
Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed.
No! It came out full-handed!
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Just you wait, I'll show you these hands! These full hands! Full of
Since both
knowledge and
parties are present,
truth.
I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Could we please have Mr. Lyney explain the trick?
Yes, of course.
Lyney clearly reveals details about the trick. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Mr. Lyney is clearly lying.
Don't point your finger at Lyney.
What did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course.
And you didn't hear anything else at all?
No, nothing.
No, but what about the bang?
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud.
Huh?
Oh, did he not hear it? Oh no, their energy is leaning towards guilty!
It seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
No, I object, I approve!
Aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
What's that?
The House of the Hearth?
Wait a minute, they're for two? Oh, they're guilty, throw them in jail!
No wonder they did something like this.
No! Shut up, certain audience member!
Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute.
No, he didn't do it.
Hey, Lyney, why didn't you tell us this before?
Because it's irrelevant!
Order! Order! I will have order! Are these claims true?
I'm sorry.
Oh, he looks so sad!
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Oh no!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
We haven't even heard all the points! We have so many truth bullets! Permission to speak, Your Honor! I'm an attorney at law!
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information.
What is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed. I'm waiting for an explanation.
I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
That's okay, I trust you.
Paimon's really mad!
Paimon's so bad she took off her goofy detective glasses.
We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Oh, so they were investigating the big scale thingy.
And then Lyney explained that during the performance, he went through the tunnel's vent to access the basement where the core for the
Oratrice mécanique d'analyse coordinate
was kept. But before he could investigate, he heard a voice and retreated.
But why do you want to understand how the Oratrice operates?
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
I believe in the facts. The fact that you're guilty! I will defend you from these charges. Oh, Lyney's statement. Got it. Voice of Oratrice Core Camber.
Let us continue the trial.
Let's go.
If everyone would lend me their attention.
No, get off the stage!
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
And then Farina explained how Lyney killed Kyle and made Halsey disappear.
That's the truth behind what happened.
No, that's wrong!
When the countdown started, Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel.
And then Paimon explained that Lyney used the vent to go to the basement when the crime was happening.
Yay, we restored balance! Yeehaw!
You believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Yeah.
But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lyney's alibi initially?
Of course I do. Why do you ask?
I don't know!
You're saying that he wasn't?
That's right! You didn't hear the thump? I don't know.
That's right! wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
I thought we already deduced that.
To think you'd use such logic.
Well, it's a trial. I have to use logic. I'm an attorney.
Well then, if it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
You. The murderer was. Oh, I believe her.
The missing person.
Incorrect. Okay.
Could there have been
A third person? Yeah. No. Okay, it was Caldwell. I did it! First try!
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
That's right, Paimon, you did it!
Oh, let's hear your reasoning then.
Yes, please. I don't understand it right now. How can we envisage Lyney as having been unable to interfere with the crime? What? Where did Halsey go missing? Vent? Alright, that one's not... That's the only option left. I guess it has to be this one. She went out, no exits. Okay, that's still wrong. There's no hypothesis.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear.
Magic! Escaping from the water tank! Wait! Could it have been the water? Oh my god, the magic water? It took her! The water's the culprit!
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
I object! No! Where did she go? She went in the vase!
It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
She dissolved in the water!
Oh, I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
No! I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects!
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are... water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The primordial sea. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
Another test subject.
Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
You two, with me, quick!
What'd you figure out?
Mademoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Them!
Order! Order!
I will have order.
Let's think about this.
I have more clues. Who's the prime suspect currently? The only person in this lineup. What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the dissolution? Oh, that's that. Okay. And then what item did he use? He obviously used the rope to dissolve her. What did the culprit use to hide the mechanism behind the crime? It must be that, to hide the balloons hid the things.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
Go for it, Paimon. State what I just deduced.
When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. The water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey.
Oh my god, they're believing us!
The guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence.
We found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Lyney's personal effects.
What? That was planted! No!
What?
Oh my god, they're framing him!
That can't be.
No! They're lying! Vogue is behind it!
Allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close. It does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr. Lyney?
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
Oratrice mécanique d'un...
Oh Oh my gosh, she's here!
I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
I knew it!
My name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Okay.
I heard that Lyney's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one.
Oh my gosh, she was the thief from the beginning.
So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee, but then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
Yeah, now's the time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning!
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lily-Ann's perspective.
Alright, let's do that.
We're talking about two completely different things!
No, that's wrong!
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light!
Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
No.
I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
Oh my god, it's just like Danganronpa when you get the conclusion after you figure out the conclusion.
And then Neuvillette explained how Cowl carried out his plan. He tampered with the number selector and tank ropes, and poured primordial seawater into a balloon inside the magic box. As the box was lowered into the tunnel, the hook popped the balloon, covering Lily-Ann in water. She wasn't dissolved cause she wasn't from Fontaine and she made the loud noise as she fled the box. Cowl entered the tunnel to stop her but she kicked his ass and put him in the magic box. Lily-Ann changed clothes and hid.
This case, at least, can be handed over to the oratories to make the final decision.
Oh my god, what if it just marks them as guilty no matter what? Better not.
As such, Lyney and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Case closed!
Next, how did you find the water from the primordial sea in Lyney's baggage?
Cause you're in on it.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
A duel.
I'll tell you everything I know.
I'll do it quickly before you die. Oh, he's dissolving!
What?
He dissolved in the water, Paimon.
An outrageous act.
I know, how dare he turn into water.
We're just going back now?
What else are we gonna do?
Traveler, Paimon!
What? I'm angry.
Let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
I love stories!
And then Lyney told us about how he and Lynette caught the attention of an aristocrat who took them in off the streets to use them for their talent in magic. He ended up betraying them by giving Lynette away to some scumbag. Lyney found where she was and went to save her, only to find that the knave had already taken care of the situation. She then invited the twins to join the House of the Heart.
That's all in the past, though. The knave is after the Gnosis, isn't she?
She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
Oh.
If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me.
I understand. Bye.
I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
I don't want to. I got my own plans.
Are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, well, good luck with your case. We did it. We completed Act 1. Thank you to all who came to join. It was an adventure. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.